Hi, very good morning to everyone who are watching live cricket. This is happening in BAYUEMAS Oval, Malaysia, and an interesting match between Bahrain and Malaysia today. This is for Malaysia Open T20I Championship 2024. It's going to be a very interesting tournament. And for Malaysia, Virendip Singh is leading the side, and for Bahrain, it's Hyder Ali. Mohammad Noor from Mohammad Ahmed Faiz from Malaysia is the captain, and Hyder Ali from Bahrain is the captain. And talking about this tournament, this is the fifth game of the tournament. And yesterday, on the Malaysia won the game and convincingly with 52 runs. And man of the match was Virendip Singh. And we are about to go for the toss in a while. So before that,
Very good morning. It's toss time of match 5 Malaysia Open T20I Championship 2024. It's going to be between Bahrain versus Malaysia today. On my left, Mr. Ramesh Menon, the match referee, followed by the captain of Bahrain, Hyder Ali, and Ahmad Faiz, captain of Malaysia. Hyder Ali, you may spin the coin. Here's the call. Hyder Ali, you won the toss. What do you like to do?
I like to bowl first.
Any specific reason to bowl first in this wicket?
Wicket is outfield really slow and the boundary is too much big. But I'm 120 is the target. Is easy chaseable.
Yes, definitely. And also you have a strong batting order and for your bowlers as well. So any changes in your bowling and batting lineup?
Is the one changing is the Sachin out and the Majid left arm spinner in.
All right, wish you go all well. Ahmad Faiz, Bahrain won the toss and they're going to bowl first. And your thought on that?
We look to bat first. We plan to bat first due to the fresh wicket. I think it will be low in the second inning. I think getting low and low. So it's good to bat first and then make a big score for them to chase.
So yesterday you all started off well with Virendip Singh and also with Sharin Menendi building a partnership in this track. At the same time, as the over goes by, they were still keeping the run rate of 8 runs, but just the run out and also the wicket fall was a slight trouble for Malaysia.
We find it's a challenges for us. I think we need to move on from them. I think we need to just focus on what we can do better in the next game. Obviously, today is the next game, and we try to do better into that department, especially on the last slot, or we call it that overs. I think we need to improve and we can get more runs in between that.
Right. Wish you go all well today. All the very best. So with that, we have the decision from the middle. Hyder Ali won the toss and Bahrain is going to bowl first.
welcome back to Malaysia Open T20I Championship 2024. Now it's an interesting story from the com box. Bahrain have won the toss and elected to bowl first. And here with me we have Aryan, my co-commentator, an interesting person. He's a player by himself and also joining in common com box. Is doing well. And very good morning, Aryan. How are you feeling today? How's the day started for you?
Morning, Amin bhai. It's a good feeling. Very good morning here to everyone, all of you. It's bright and sunny morning. It's going to be an interesting match today. Bahrain have elected to bowl first. As we see the Malaysian lineup, Zubaidi, Virendip, Sharvin, skipper Ahmed Faiz playing in his last tournament as skipper. Mohammad Shahadat, Said Aziz, Amir Azim, Keza Hayat, Ainul Hafiz, Pawandip, and Muhammad Wafik at number 11. Good, good
Thank you.
lineup there for Malaysia.
Thank you, Aryan. Thank you so much. That's wonderful news. And let's have a quick look at Bahrain's lineup. Umar Imtiaz is and with Sarfaraz Ali, Shohail Ahmed, Haider Ali, the captain, Ahmer bin Nazir, Imran Javed, Abdul Majid, Muhammad Rizwan, Ali Dawood, Veerapathiran, and Majid Malik. Team looks so strong and very good. And they have elected to bowl first because in T20I it's always interesting to see what the other batters do. And you go with a bowling, you understand you are going to defend total, let's say less than 160 or 150, sometimes less than 140, so that you can come back and chase it down. That's most of the team are doing now these days. Even the international teams, they're planning to chase it down. So because they have a target in total.
Yeah, it's a good point to make. Most teams in T20s prefer to chase. However, it's interesting to see that in the 4 games we've had so far, the highest score has only been 148, which is relatively low for T20 internationals. It'll be interesting to see how this wicket plays early in the morning and how Malaysian batsmen cope with the early morning swing that there might be.
That's a good point to note down, Aryan. And early swing is something like we need to be very watchful at the beginning. But having said that, the Malaysian batters are very experienced in playing this ground many times, like any other team. They also have a solid batting lineup who can tackle these kind of swings and early bowling attacks. Especially Said Aziz is one of the specialists. He believes in his timing rather than go for the powerful shots or muzzle power. So this kind of batters can tackle this kind of swing bowlings very easily compared to the one who relies on the muzzle power actually. So the batters are coming in. Ahmed. So the batters are ready to start the innings, and Bahrain team has a huddle, and they had a. I think it's very clear that they have a plan for the Malaysian batters. They've been watching them playing, and the interesting batter is coming in. One of my favorite is Virandip Singh. So he scored a beautiful 50 in the previous game, and now he's opening with captain, opening with Ahmad Zubaidi, uh, one of the best batter in Malaysia, and it's going to be very exciting. Seeing the lineup, it's very exciting for me. Syed Aziz comes after Virandip Singh, then Vijay Huni, a right-hand batter and also off spinner. Then Muhammad Amir Azim is there. Okay, okay. So the lineup is looking pretty interesting, and Bahrain have started, and the offside is packed for the batter. And they have cover, extra covers, backward point, slip.
It's a packed offside field with 6-3 offside field, 2 slips in place, and backward point, extra cover, backward point now going down to deep third man, and slip coming off to go to short mid wicket. Let's see, interesting to see Ali Dawood. We saw him quite often in the 50 over tournament, the ICC tournament, opening the bowling. Quite a good component. Gets a good swing. Malaysia batsmen will have to be very early on.
Ahmed Zubaidi has taken the strike this time. So sometimes Virendip Singh takes the strike, and this is it's usually it's depends on the batter. While they walk in, especially the opening batters, they have a discussion who is going to strike the ball first. So they have decided that Ahmed Zubaidi is going to strike first ball. Nicely played, backward square leg, 1 run. It's a positive start for Malaysia. That's great. The bowlers towards the leg stump area. So easy 1 run.
And more importantly, for Ahmed Zubaidi, was out for a duck in the first game. So he'll be glad to get off the mark here, settle down his nerves. Brandip set to face his first delivery.
It's a wonderful attitude from Zubaidi because he was out in zero and ready to take the challenge again. That's wonderful. You need to be like that. Should be like ready to take the challenge. I like the attitude, Zubaidi, and I'm very sure that he's going to score big runs today.
Good delivery there by Ali Dawood. Yeah, it's a good point to make. You know, when you're out for a duck in your first innings, it takes a lot of courage to be like, I'm going to take strike in the second game as well. As you see the dugout, Malaysian dugout, see this is they're excited to be on camera.
Full of laughter from superstar Saeed Aziz. it's kind of it's kind of a very funny personality. Oh, that was uh, that was a real bowling actually from Ali Dawood. I think you mentioned Ali Dawood is a very good bowler. I can see the way he comes up and bowling and challenging the top batter of Malaysia, Virendip Singh. He comes down and he's totally misjudged the ball actually. Very smooth action. I just love the way he runs and delivers the ball. Very smooth, one action. No, no struggling. Superb.
Yeah, it's very smooth and repeatable. And Virendip Singh looking to attack early on in his innings to get off the mark. Big appeal there. Might have just clipped the pad, but you would think it's going over the stumps. That's big swing here for Ali Dawood as the umpire does not give it out and suggest that it was just going over the stumps, he would feel.
You noted, you pointed out, you pointed out that there were early swings and initial bowling was tough. Yes, you're right, Aryan. The ball is doing something actually after pitching. That's why they're misjudging it little bit. The initial struggles, but once they pass it, it's good. A solid batting by Faiz. I just love his technique. Uh, Back foot, punch, go back to the bowler, and these are the things the batters do in the initial phase of the game to check the pace of the ball after the bounce. So meet the ball, middle of the bat, all these things they do.
Yeah, Malaysia team high on confidence after winning the first game convincingly by 52 runs. Ali Dawood final delivery, looking for a quick single, managed to get there in the end. Good start there by Ali Dawood, not giving any room away, not giving any free runs away, just 4 runs of the over.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent start compared to the batters he's bowling. Actually, the top batter Virendip Singh and Ahmad Zubaidi both are very dangerous once they are set. And this is something a positive for Bahrain. A good start is always interesting and always that gives that hope to the captain, bowling captain. When your bowler comes and bowls with full heart and gives only less than 6 runs, it's amazing in T20. So that sets the tone actually. Sometimes even a couple of wickets early, that really sets the tone and puts pressure on the other batters because they have to catch up the run rate above 6, 7, 8, and whatever not like maximum run rates they want to score. And a losing wicket will give them lots of pressure. So here, well, that is a plan. I can see that Malaysian batters they have a plan. So they'll be taking the bowlers. They'll be choosing the bowlers and taking on. I think Mohammad Rizwan is the bowler from Bahrain now, so he's going to is going to bowl from Golden Hope end, and can he maintain the same intensity?
Beautiful start there. They bowled really well in the first in Bahrain's last game. 4 overs, 3 wickets for 24 runs. Be looking to continue that good work they put up in the last game.
The first ball itself is showing the potential of the bowler, Mohammad Rizwan, what kind of bowler he is. Very nice.
Good delivery again. Punch back. See Malaysia captain Ahmed Faiz looking relaxed after Malaysia won their first game. Captain his last tournament. Been the mainstay of this Malaysian lineup. Been an excellent leader over the years. This one but two deliveries, no runs given. Another appeal and there's some miscommunication looking for a run out, but it's not hit.
Uh, the running between the wicket has been good since the first ball being bowled, and now there was a little bit misunderstanding because the ball was appealing for the out. LBW umpire said no, and it was not hitting the stump. That's what umpire felt. And what a great bowling by Mohammad Rizwan here. 3 balls, 3 dots against the likes of Zubaidi. Oh, oh, there was a clean misunderstanding between the two batters. There was almost a chance that go missing, but it's very dangerous if you run like this, and there is a high chance that you lose a wicket. So lucky that the batter reached the crease on time. Keeper couldn't collect the ball properly also because the throw was a little bit odd, and it's a early sign that you should be very cautious when you're running between the wicket. So there has been some communication between Virandeep and Zubaidi. They said, "I'll call you." Yes, you call. I'll call. You say no. All these things. I think they shared between.
Yeah, that's what pressure can do. 3 dot balls, and all of a sudden, some desperation in the running. All good in the end. Mirandip gets some strike, yet to get off the mark.
Very sweetly played by Virandeep Singh, and he understands the bowler is bowling really good. So he's taking his own time, picking up singles easily towards mid on. That was a very wonderful. This time the communication was very good. He said yes, and 1 run completed easily. And I would say full credit goes to Mohammad Rizwan here because he bowled an excellent over here. Only 1 ball to go. Let's see how he comes and bowls this ball.
Beautifully punched away towards extra cover. It's running away to the boundary. Just stops inside. Looking for a third. Virendip was interested. The throw was slightly wayward, but Zubaidi decides against it.
Not a bad over from Mohammad Rizwan. He gave just 4 runs. So anything less than 6 in a T20I game is superb. So both the bowlers, Dawood and Mohammad Rizwan, started very well for Bahrain, I would say. And that was the previous ball batted by Zubaidi was a brave effort because he played the ball in the air between covers and point and almost reached the boundary. That's a good sign. They're trying to hit it.
Ali Dawood bowled his second over and Bahrain's third. The winner of this game will go top the table. Both teams are on 2 points. Malaysia with a superior net run rate compared to Bahrain. It's too early in the tournament to call, but this will give a lot of confidence as these are the only two unbeaten teams in this tournament so far, both in their second game. Ali Dawood. Ooh, that was close. That was excellent fielding at short mid wicket there. Almost affected a run.
Bahrain is a solid fielding team, so they've been like electrifying since morning. And there was a run out attempt again from Bahrain team. So Malaysian batters has to be very very careful between the wickets. There should be clear yes and no.
Once again, yes and no. Needs to be clear communication, as you mentioned there. Brandip having a word with his fellow opener, when to run, when not to run. Bahrain looks switched on here today.
Aryan, what is your sort of first 6 overs power play? What would be the right total according to you?
Considering Malaysia's batting prowess, I would feel that anything above 45 would be good. As we see a misfield, we're just praising their electrifying fielding, but just disappointed us here. But it'll be interesting to see how Malaysia fare, as Bahrain have been bowling well, really well, in fact, so far, not giving anything away. So pressures on Malaysia here, even though they haven't lost a wicket, they need a big over from somewhere here. They have to make use of the power play. As I was mentioning, anything above 45 with a maximum of a single wicket loss would be good for Malaysia. See, looks to punch it away. Excellent fielding again. To effect a run out.
So by these unleashing his power and second lofted shots of his innings. So he's trying to clear the fielder between mid off and mid on. So I want to pierce the fielder for a boundary, but not able to do that. Not enough power behind the ball. So let's see what Ali Dawood can do in this ball. No runs scored. Safely played by Virendip Singh. Very watchful, as Aryan mentioned. So they need a big over actually, because 9 runs after 2.5 overs is very less in a T20 game. It's 3.18 run rates uh, per over. So they need at least 6 plus, like 36 or 40 after 6 overs. That would be a good total. Let's see. Anything can happen in any over. Let's wait and watch. And for Bahrain's point of view, the bowlers have been doing exceptional job for them. So in this over, Ali Dawood gave just two runs in like two singles and another one ball to go. Fantastic start, and the first 3 overs has been dominated by Bahrain, I would say.
I have to agree with you, but Malaysia have done well so far not to lose a wicket. And from what we know of Ahmed Zubaidi, he's not going to hold back too long. He's looking for a single, but there is none. After 3 overs, Malaysia 9 for no loss. You would think Zubaidi would be looking to take charge in this over now. Doesn't like holding back anyhow, and given that Malaysia, the situation Malaysia is in now, it should be a free license for him. 3 overs, only 9 runs so far.
I always like the left and right combination, Aryan. So any game in T20 ODI, the left right combination is very interesting. But also see sometimes Viran and Said Aziz open. There was a huge appeal asked. It was a very tight run, and umpire is asking for a review. Let's wait and watch what happened. And there has been a run out attempt since morning, and what a great run by the batter. So he gave his full. He just stretched full and trying to reach the crease. The bat was very close to the crease while the third umpire is trying to review. And well, the ball hits the stump, the bat is in, and the bails comes up when the bat is inside, but it the umpire said it's not out because the time the bails came out and the batter's bat was in. That's how they see the run out, because it's very difficult to use the and that was very close. And by this time, Ahmad Zubaidi would have gone. And a great review by the third umpire, given us a not out because the batter's bat was inside when the ball hits. And it was a catch. Yes, it's out. Virendip Singh trying to play the ball over the mid on, and he lost his wicket. What an easy catch to the mid on fielder. And the tight bowling caused this pressure, and he lost his wicket. What a wicket for Bahrain. They taken the crucial wicket of Malaysian batter Virendip Singh. Superstar batter just lost his wicket. Let's have a recap. Comes down the wicket. He already understands that is out because he didn't connect the ball properly. No time, not middled it, a clean out.
That's a big wicket here for Malaysia. They'd be disappointed to lose the star batter so early on in the innings. In at number 3 is Sharvi Munyandi, also one of the top batters in Malaysia, and he'll be looking to up the ante without any further loss of wickets, as Malaysia still have 2.4 overs left in the power play and they've only got 10 runs so far. Good start this from Bahrain. Rizwan Butt in his second over has already struck. See a slip being introduced as well. Slip is at second, more like a third slip for the new batsman Sharvi Munyandi. Here we go. Slight in dip back into the batter, and the bowler has his hands on his hips. That could have been close.
Very interesting to see the bowling line and length by these two bowlers. They are not giving short ball, not giving the over pitched ball. They're bowling it between good lengths and ball hitting on top of the off stump. It's a beautiful line and with a proper pace. Very hard for the batter to go for it.
Yeah, that's been the highlight of their bowling so far. The Malaysian batsmen have been trying to go straight down the ground, but they're just not getting the length to work with, and that led to the downfall of Viran. It'll be interesting to see how Xavi Munyan is slightly under pressure here.
I would say, Aryan, at least they should try to take a single instead of blocking the ball.
Xavi off the mark here.
And what a feat for Ahmed Zubaidi. He scored his 1,000 runs in T20I internationals, and this is one of the great achievement for any batter, and he would be really proud of this achievement. And great batter, and he's still there, and wonderful moments, right? To score 1,000 runs.
Yeah, this just shows the amount of experience that he has in this Malaysian side, and he'll be looking to, as you see, a bouncer here, looking for a wide but doesn't get it, and that ends the fourth over. Malaysia is just 11 for one. Ahmed Zubaidi, very very experienced batsman here, gets to his 1,000 international runs in T20s. We have a look at the final delivery. Short ball. It's a good change up. It's the first bouncer we've seen in this inning so far, and it's come at a good time. Zubaidi was looking to aggress, but a surprise short ball, and he couldn't do much about it.
And the run rate is keep getting lower and lower. 3.18 in the last over. Now it's 2.75, and Malaysia must do something to counter this one. So when you don't have an option for boundaries, it's always good to go for single run and or doubles. It saves. It's a really gives some momentum to the batting side. So instead of blocking it, try for the singles. So because it's a T20 game, you cannot play too many blocks.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. As we see a change in the bowling, driven away towards mid off again, a good stop. Skips it down to a single. Satya, the new bowler. And I like the point you're making here that they need to keep rotating the strike at least. But all credit goes to Bahrain here. They haven't let the Malaysian batters take any singles or any free runs. This is slight change in the field for Ahmed Zubaidi. Third man comes in and long on goes back. He comes down the wicket but only connects with thin air. Zubaidi getting under pressure now. 7 of 13 deliveries.
I've noticed something here, Aryan. Since the bowlers are bowling at odd length, and now the batter has no option to play the shot, so they're coming down the wicket and trying some shots, and that is a success for the bowler, if you ask me. That's how the spinners deceive. Am I right? Try ask the batter to come down, then they pick the wicket. So that's what the fast bowlers are doing here. They're not allowing any drivable ball or pullable ball. So it's nice.
He's just mixing his line and length really well here. Zubaidi is confused on what to do. On a normal day, Zubaidi would hit this over extra cover to the boundary, but then because that needs to continue. Here we go again. To punch it towards mid off, and he's gonna get a boundary. That is a much needed boundary there for Malaysia, and Zubaidi, as he gets himself to double figures, moves on to 11. Malaysia 16 for 1 now in the fifth over.
And they must be really relieved seeing the first boundary of the game. It comes out at the fourth over, 4.5th over of the first innings, and from here they must take the opportunity. They must make use of this momentum, trying to score as many boundaries as possible. So in a way that, and before 6 overs, they can reach at least 30 runs.
It's a good comeback here by the bowler. Given away 5 runs only. Malaysia need a big over from somewhere. It's the penultimate over of the power play. Malaysia have just got 5 runs of it. The change in bowling has still worked for Bahrain. Just a single boundary as he looks to give himself room but cannot connect again. Like there's too much premeditation going on.
I
But
know. I noticed the bowler was doing something interesting. Before the ball being delivered, the batter was moving towards the leg stump, showing all the stumps. Suddenly, he changed the line to off stump, like the fifth stump line was bowling, and he changed it at the end of the bowling action. He was watching the batter and bowling. Something a nice skill in a T20 actually.
that's good to see. I've come to see that most of the bowlers these days they don't watch the place they want to deliver the ball. They watch the batsman's feet more, which is more helpful in the shorter formats such as T20 because the batsman's always trying to upset the bowler's line and length by coming down the wicket, getting inside the line, getting outside the line. So it's quite helpful to watch the batsman's feet, and that's exactly what the bowler did there, and he was successful in watching Zubaidi's feet.
This is the last over of the power play.
Imran Javed bowling his first over, slightly unorthodox action, which makes it difficult for the batsman to pick him up early on, especially if you haven't faced him. But the Malaysian batsman did face him in the 50 over tournament. Let's see how these last 5 balls of the power play go. Deep third man and deep square leg on the boundary. No slip in, packed offside field. Don't want to give any boundaries away, any free runs away here. As Zubaidi, 11 of 17. That's a beautiful shot. Gone over mid wicket. It's going all the way to the mid wicket boundary. Ahmed Zubaidi looking to break the shackles here.
And what a relief for Malaysian team sitting in the dugout. They see Zubaidi is on song, and anything on his reach, then he's going for the shots. Let's see. So, no double thinking. Just go for the shot. It's a length ball and hittable ball. Just he went for the shots. Very nice.
We see a change in the field. Long one goes back now, and Deep Thurman comes in as
What a beautiful shot by Ahmed Zubaidi. Consecutive boundaries. This time over the extra covers. A full mark to Zubaidi, and it's a happy team. Malaysia sitting in the dugout, seeing these boundaries coming at the end of the power play session. It's really good to see the score is going towards 30. What do you think, Aryan?
yeah, I think it's a good last over this for Malaysia. They'll be happy with this over. They was much needed, and Ahmed Zubaidi just providing what exactly Malaysia needed, repaying the faith that Malaysia has had in him after the failure he had in the first game. You see around the wicket now, and that is excellent batting again. That was not an edge, I can tell you that. He just opened the face. My fellow commentator Amin Bhai just clapping.
I must, Aryan. What do you think? Right? This is something like intelligent cricket. When a person is intelligent, you must appreciate him without a doubt. See, it's deliberately played behind the wicket and three boundaries when Malaysia was not scoring in the first 4 overs and the batter is doing wonders in the last over. What a sigh, like it's a big relief.
Ahmed Zubaidi now going at a runner ball. Just glances it away for a single. It's good batting. Already got 14 runs of the over. No need to do anything fancy. Keep staying there. Sharvin Manyan need to face the final ball of the power play.
See, the run rate is very healthy now. It's moving upwards from 2.75 to 5.14. Excellent. Oh, there was a little collision there. Lucky that nothing happened for the umpire. So he didn't see that batter is coming, and batter was looking at the ball actually. Oh my goodness!
As we have a look again here, could
Yeah,
have been very dangerous here,
very
but
dangerous.
no damage done in the end.
The batters are not only doing the damage to the bowling side, but even to the umpires now. Something on a lighter note, so umpire should be very watchful with the with the runner now.
That's a good point you make now. Bahrain slightly under pressure now. It's still Bahrain on top, you would feel. 31 for 1 after 6 overs. Malaysia will be glad that they haven't lost more than that solitary wicket of the star batsman Virendip, but they know that they still need to up the ante here.
We discussed about the 30 runs. You remember before the power play, we were expecting 30 runs on the score.
Punched off the back foot with extra cover.
I noticed something from Veerapathiran. He's like a Wasim Akram, only using the short distance to bowl, but the pace is really good. If you check his run up now, not running very far. See, like a spinner. He's using the distance like a spinner. Only few run ups, bowling with his shoulders actually.
We see here Zubaidi going straight down the ground, but can only get a single. Good stop there at long off by Bin Nasser, Ahmed Bin Nasser. Interesting to see that Malaysia looking to take the attack as they should. See the field widespread on the offside. Deep extra cover, deep third man, long off. Punched away to extra cover just for a single again. Post the power play, just the singles coming. Malaysia wouldn't mind that as long as they have the wickets in hand. They do have a lot of firepower waiting in the dugout. Zubaidi on strike now as third man comes in and deep mid wicket goes back. I think that's a good move. Bowling skiddy, he's not getting that bounce. So he's not giving any room either. You see a slow ball here. Beaten all ends up. It's been a good over here for Bahrain again. Just 3 runs of it. Bailey looks to charge and goes over long off, but only get it straight into the hands of long off.
Veerapathiran's line is always outside the off stump, like fourth stump, fifth stump line, change of pace. With short run up, it's always going to be challenging. It's not that easy to take on this kind of bowlers, especially.
Yeah, it's bowled well so far. Not giving any length for the batsman to work with. Looking for two. This could be curtains, but throw it slightly wide and Zubaidi ends up making it. That was always a risky second run there, but kudos to the batsman on making it. Make it 6 runs of the over. You see end of 7 overs, Malaysia 37 for 1. See a slight hold up in play as the fielders and the batters both have some drinks. It's quite hot out there, so both the teams just having a slight refreshment as we see spin being introduced for the first time in this innings. Abdul Majid, Abdul Majid Abbasi, left arm orthodox, ball with a well spread field here. 5 fielders in the boundary. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and deep extra cover. Ahmed Zubaidi will be looking to take him on. Both these players are very good players of spin. Abdul Majid also a very uncanny bowler, very smart bowler in his own right. It's going to be a lot of fun here. Here we go. Short ball pulled away on the bounce to the man at mid wicket. Just be a single. Skipper Ahmed Faiz just warming up, ready to go in. flicked away towards mid wicket. That's good batting. Looking for a second and we'll get there easily. Both these players are excellent runners between the wicket. Good running there. They need to show this desperation, and they are. And this prompts a change in the field as we see a fielder at short mid wicket coming in from short fine leg, trying to prevent easy singles and twos. Abdul Majid continuing to Sharvin Munyandi. Sharvin Munyandi's got the long levers to punch it, but cannot get the gap. Skipper Haider Ali does the cleaning up at short extra cover.
A wonderful fielding at covers, and Bahrain has been showing very good fielding skills this morning. Trying to figure out, Sharvin is on 10 of 13 balls, checking the bowler, the spin, the bounce, everything. So probably he'll be unleashing his power once he's comfortable with the line and length.
It's a good start this by Abdul Majid. Just 3 runs of the over, 4 dot balls to end. It's beautiful bowling here. Malaysia under pressure now, going in only 5s to the over. After 8 overs, Malaysia 40 for 1.
What's your idea of left and right combination at this time? You think it will be very effective?
It would definitely be effective in my opinion, but I think Malaysia just trying things out here. And Said Aziz is usually an opener. Has also batted quite a bit in the middle order. Didn't have the best of tournaments in the 50 overs, so just want to try him out in the middle order maybe.
I'm a fan of left-right combo, so it's always productive. Because see, a left-arm spinner is coming in and a left-arm against a left-arm batter, so it's always going to be a batting advantage, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's totally right. You see a change in the bowling. Sarfraz Ali being introduced. It's an appeal here, just going down the leg side.
He's looking like a medium pacer for me or a spinner, and you need to check his finger. Is he
think-
spinning the ball or like releasing it? Seam up.
I think it's just a medium pacer. But always with the keeper up to the stumps, it's always not the easiest to play. So Bailey loves to give himself room and goes over extra cover. Just get a single.
When Sachin at his peak, he always struggles to play against these kind of bowlers actually, right? So Hansi Cronje, Harris from New Zealand, Lancer.
Punches in the gap and looking for a second. That could have been a run out if there was a direct hit. Zubaidi had given up. But
I must say, seeing the Bahrain's fielding, they put lots of time for fielding, right? So they train very hard in the fielding session. It's very evident seeing the fielders quickly running to the ball, catching the ball, stopping the ball, and releasing it very quickly back.
yeah, Malaysia also showing a lot of desperation in the running as they should. But Bahrain's fielding has been top notch today.
I can say, Aryan, Malaysia is missing the trick of scoring singles. Too many blocks.
Yeah, we've been talking about that since the power play, as we saw in the last over as well, and you're seeing it again. 2 dot balls in the over. Sharvin looks to break the shackles but cannot get it in the gap. Will just be a single to mid wicket. Good bowling again by Bahrain. Surprise this time. 5 deliveries, just given away 4 runs. Final delivery coming up. What can Zubaidi do? Once again, just glances it to mid wicket. Will just be a single to end the over. Malaysia 45 for 1 after 9 overs. Abdul Majid bowling his second over. Go 10th over. Approaching the halfway stage, Malaysia only one down, but only 45 runs on the board. Down the leg side, but might have just flicked the pad on the way. Zubaidi looks to give himself room, but cannot get any bat on it, but will still get what he requires. He'll get a couple runs here. Might have been an inside edge on that. Malaysia definitely looking for those boundaries. They're not getting anything from the bowler or the fielders. Ahmed Zubaidi 30 of 30, 31 of 30 as he looks to go over mid wicket, gets it into the gap. Much needed here for Malaysia. One bounce over the boundary. Ahmed Zubaidi 35 of 31 now as Malaysia bring their 50 up in the 10th over. Sharvin Munyandi just giving Ahmed Zubaidi all the confidence he needs here. As we have a look at the replay, with a slight poke and managed to get it into the gap and onto the boundary here. Malaysia will need a big over here. Abdul Majid slog sweep, but cannot get it into the gap again. Cannot get any bat on ball. 6 runs of this over. Ahmed Zubaidi comes down the wicket again, and there was a chance of a stumping here. It was good work by the wicketkeeper there, but just could not manage to hit the stumps. In the end, a single yields as a result of that chance. As we have a look at the replay, it was quick work by the wicketkeeper, but just missed the stumps. That allowed a single to get Ahmed Zubaidi off strike. You can see Ahmed Zubaidi on his haunches for 2 reasons. Not being able to hit the boundaries, and also the fact that, and there is a run out here. I'm sure this could be a run out, and miscommunication has led to this. All the pressure that's been put by the Bahrain fielders has yielded this run out. Ahmed Zubaidi has to depart. Interesting to see here.
And for the first 10 overs, Aryan, the match is like between 50-50. So the first 4 overs, the uh, first 4 overs of the game, Bahrain dominated the Malaysian batters. Now after 4 overs, Zubaidi came back with a solid strokes, like between penultimate and the sixth over, he scored 4 boundaries and he put the pedal on the accelerator. Now, Bahrain is coming back. It's kind of a seesaw. What's your opinion today about with 10 overs? What's your observation?
There has definitely been a seesaw inning so far from Malaysia, but I must admit, at no stage in this innings have Bahrain let the game slip out. Yes, they've only managed to get 2 wickets, but Malaysia have only managed to get 52 runs. So I would say Bahrain is still on top here. They know that Malaysia will look to attack, and with that, they'll get even more chances for wickets. As we see a drinks break, much needed, I would say, for Sharvin Munyandi, a lot of thinking he has to do. He's the set better now after the fall of the wicket of Ahmed Zubaidi. I think we will see the skipper Ahmed Faiz bring himself on with the bat at number 4. Generally a very aggressive batsman, and that's exactly what Malaysia would need at this stage. Ravi Munyandi going in less than a run a ball. So we have a look at the points table as we mentioned earlier. If we have a look at the points table here, Malaysia and Bahrain, the winner of this game will take the top spot after this game, and in the afternoon Kuwait is going to take on Vanuatu. Also that's so we're having the clash of the top 4. Tanzania so far 2 games, 2 losses. It's been a disappointing campaign after their heroics in the 50 over competition. Malaysia, Bahrain be looking to seal top spot here, at least for the time being. Kuwait, Vanuatu looking to get back on track in the 3rd game today in the afternoon.
And after a loss of 2 wickets, Malaysia is 52 for 2, and here comes the captain Ahmed Faiz, one of an experienced candidate and a Malaysian cricket, has a proven record, and is very crucial in these kind of situations. When wicket falls down, he usually anchors the innings and build a solid innings, go for a partnership. Later on the innings, he'll go for the shots. That's how he finishes the games, and it's wonderful to see how these two batters operate from here. So now score is 52. What is safe from here, Aryan, according to you?
I think given that Malaysia has only lost 2 wickets, they should be looking at anywhere above 140. Bahrain have a strong batting lineup, top heavy, and Ahmed Faiz to face his first delivery. Slight in swing there, cannot get into the gap. Ahmed Faiz in his last tournament as captain will be passing on the reins to current vice captain Virandeep after this tournament. So he'll look to finish his captaincy on a high note in this tournament, looking to give Malaysia the trophy. Had a good start so far in this tournament, as we see a slower delivery there by Sarfaraz. Ahmed Faiz just punches it back to the bowler.
From Malaysia's point of view, Kizar bowls like this, short distance and bowl odd lengths, not giving any room for the batters.
Ahmed Faiz showing his audacity already. Keeper up to the stumps, but he's not afraid to take charge. Yeah, you're right. Kizar Hayat Biryani bowls a similar line length, similar pace from a similar run up. Sarfaraz 3-dot balls in his first 3 balls. There's another slow ball. Ahmed Faiz punches it down the ground. Just a single of this over so far. As Sharvin gets back on strike. 13 of 18 deliveries. It's been a struggle so far. All the Malaysian batsmen. Ahmed Zubaidi struggled early on, but got himself going, and then was involved in a run out which led to his demise. And there was a missed stumping here. I must admit, a difficult chance, but Sharvin Munyandi was definitely out of his crease there. Bahrain would feel like they've missed a chance here, as we have a look at the replay. He'd already premeditated a single before he could hit the ball. Just a single of this over. Final delivery coming up. And this is straight to the fielder, but cannot pick it up. It's an excellent over again by Sarfaraz. Just 2 runs of it. Still feels disappointed. He should have gotten a wicket here, he feels.
Speaking about Bahrain's bowling attack, they are very good. Very good combination. They have selected a beautiful bowling combinations. They have 2 right arm fast bowlers, Rizwan and Ali Dawood, and then they have a fast bowler, left arm fast bowler, then a left arm spinner, Majid Abdul Majid, and also medium pacers who bowled the previous over. So they have a beautiful combination. Sarfaraz was bowling medium pace, and they keep changing the bowlers and not giving enough idea for the batters.
Yeah, it's a good combination to have, good variety. As you see, Sherwin looks to go over long off, but cannot get enough power in it. Luckily for him, if he got a bit more power onto that, it would have been straight into the hands of long on. Ahmed Faiz here, be looking to take charge against the left arm spinner. Had a slight conversation with the bowler just before the start of this over.
This is what I was talking about, Aryan. You should keep running and disturb the momentum of the bowler. When a batter change, obviously the bowler's line and length is gonna change, right? Being a bowler, you understand this much better. You don't like the batters to rotate, right?
Sherwin tries to go over long on, but cannot get it. It's straight to long on, who's put it down, and in the process has given away a boundary. Sharvin Munyandi was halfway to the pavilion, but he lives another day. Majid Malik there at long on puts it down. Let's have a look again. Always difficult to get enough power on that, and long on put down a dolly. Sharvin punches it to long off. To get back to your point, I mean, by yes, it's always good to bowl to one batsman. Is you try and set him up, especially as a spinner. You try and set him up, but with the way that they're rotating the strike, it's never good because these are two completely different batsmen. Ahmed Faiz mostly wrist work, has a lot of wrist work in him. Shavi Munyandi looking to go big, so these are two completely different styles of batting. Ahmed Zubaidi here looked like he missed out on a half century. Sharvin looks to slog but cannot get any bat on it. Still a good over here for Malaysia, 8 runs of it.
These days, the sloggings are typical that they move their left leg outside and goes towards the leg stump and get a huge range to hit the ball. Let's have the good replay.
We have a look at Ahmed Zubaidi's innings. Hit some good shots in this inning so far. Down the wicket, spoiled the line and length of the spinners. Sherwin almost thought he had holed out, but ended up getting a much needed boundary for his side. Sarfaraz to continue, only gave away 2 runs in his previous over. Looking to continue the same. Ahmed Faiz is a very good component of just getting those singles and doubles. A lot of good wrist work. We're looking to use that here. Already on the front foot, as you can see. It's a slow delivery. Punch to long off. We're looking for a couple, but have to settle for a single.
$63 for 2 after 12 overs, and Malaysia will be looking to score at least 140 from here. Seeing the power in the batting, yes, they can.
Yeah, they would need 10 and over to get there, as Sherwin looks to go straight down the ground. It's in the gap, but good fielding again at long on. Bahrain fielders very quickly onto the ball, and he also effects a direct hit at the baller's end. Some repair work being done onto the stumps after the direct hit. .4 was left in the innings. 10 and over would get them somewhere just above 140. Again, just back of the length, can only get a single to dip mid wicket. The intent is there, just that they're not getting enough bat and ball to go over the boundary. Looking to break the shackles now. Sherwin been there for 25 deliveries, knows how this wicket is playing. He's trying to hit the ball a bit too hard here. He's losing his shape to go over mid wicket, but did not get any connection on it. Another good over here by Sarfaraz. Just 3 runs given. Always difficult when a bowler bowling at his pace is bowling with the wicketkeeper up to the stumps. Becomes very difficult to use your feet. Sherwin looks to flick it away, but again, beaten all ends up. Excellent bowling here. Malaysia just going at above 5 runs and over. You see the final delivery of Sarfaraz's third over coming up. It's been a struggle so far for Sherwin and Malaysia in general. It's a Yokeland delivery. Glance into the gap will be a couple to end the over. Just 5 runs off the over. Another good one for Sarfaraz. 3 overs, none for 12. Malaysia after 13 overs, 67 for 2. Abdul Majid bowled decently so far. Has been slightly unlucky not to have gotten the wicket of Sharvin Bunyandi. He's gone for 18 runs in his 3 overs. He's going to be bowling from the Golden Hope and first final over. Ahmed Faiz batting well outside off stump, looking to access the leg side. And he tries to go over mid wicket. It's getting into the gap. One bounce and the fielder there overruns it, and it's gone to the boundary. Malaysia need that slice of luck here.
Definitely, Aryan. Malaysia needs that luck because this time that is his strength. So Ahmed Faiz's strength. See the ball and opens his legs and go for the shots full fledged. There is a protection there at the mid wicket area. Still, he went between the fielders. That saved him. The fielder didn't have that much time to stop the ball or catch the ball. So it was a total misfield, I would say. A beautiful batting by Ahmed Faiz there. So after a boundary, he's very cautious now. Now he has his plans. He works like a computer. He calculates where the fielders are, what the score is, and he'll go for the shots. I like his batting.
Ahmed Faiz 9 of 10 as he looks to stock sweep. It's in the air. There's a fielder, deep square leg coming in, and he overruns it again. It's going all the way to the boundary. You have to feel for Abdul Majid here. He's given his heart out. He's on to his 4th over. He's got 2 drop catches. He's got 2 drop catches here and 1 misfield that's gone to the boundary. So 12 extra runs have come off his bowling while he hasn't done anything wrong, you would feel. Abdul Majid 3.3 overs, 26 runs, no wickets. Cut away in the gap. Good stop there by the fielder at short third man. This is going to be a single. 9 runs of this over so far.
And that's more crucial runs for Malaysia here. So that's a wonderful thinking by Ahmed Faiz. He's got 14 of 12 balls and he's taking on Abdul Majid. It's a good one.
Good batting there. Just
The match is getting heated up now because you can see the positivity between these two batters. After few boundaries now, they started rotating the strike. It's going really well now. I hope Malaysia will come up and score the 140 plus from here.
Yeah, it was much needed here by Malaysia this over. 10 runs of the over, just a single delivery left. Ahmed Faiz. It'll be interesting to see what he does here. Does he look for another boundary? Just fix it away towards mid wicket for a single.
A sensible batting by Ahmed Faiz, and the runs keep getting. And this is the last 6 overs. From here now, it's 14 overs done, and we have 36 balls. They want to score at least 60 runs to be on the safer side. 36 balls, 60 runs would be a proper target. And there's some drink session going on. Feeling Shavin seems has been running hard between the wickets. Some drink shared.
It's very humid out there, so it's important that the players rehydrate. Shavin Munyandi, 24 of 29 deliveries. Ahmed Faiz has gotten himself to a start. The skipper. 6 overs left. Malaysia will be looking for at least 60 runs to get to about 140. 140 would be a very challenging total here for Bahrain. As we see Sarfaraz bowling his final over. 3 overs, none for 12. Ahmed Faiz standing well outside off stump, looking to access the leg side.
It's going to be interesting. Sarfaz has been very economical. Let's see at this stage how he bowls. No stopping for Faiz here. Faiz is opened his shoulders. Now he's started to look for boundaries. As many boundaries as possible from here. That is a big advantage for Malaysia. As Arvind is on song, he's on 24, he's in form. Let's see what he can bring in now.
See what Sherwin can do. He just needs to hold his shape a bit longer here. If he is to connect. At this point, no connection. Again, the bowler just follows the batsman. Sherwin trying to give himself some room. But good bowling here again. Sarfaraz bowls really well so far, going at an economy of under 4. Again, excellent bowling here. Yorks the batsman. Only managed to get a single. Sharvin Munyandi, 25 of 31 deliveries now. It's been a struggle so far.
It looks like they underestimate Sarfraz, and but he is changing his pace actually. That is the beauty of his bowling. Look at him. One is outside off stump, another one comes swinging in. It's really very interesting.
Once again, looks to slog it, but can only get it straight to the man at deep square leg. The fact that the batsman is standing outside off is not altering Sarfraz's line and length at all. Good to see here. 2 deliveries left in his spell. Let's see, can they get a boundary from somewhere? Sharvin Munyandi, set batter.
A clean bowled, and while you try to hit the ball and it happens, what a great bowling by Sarfraz. A crucial wicket for Bahrain, and he made use of the situation to his advantage and got the informed batter Sharvin for a clean bowled. And what a spell from Sarfraz here, Aryan. See, it's going to be the 4th over and he just gave 15 runs, picking up 1 wicket, and he did an amazing job for Bahrain.
Yeah, definitely the peak of the bowlers here for Bahrain. It's 3.5 overs, 1 wicket for 15 runs. At a stage where Malaysia was trying to put the pressure back onto Bahrain after a good power play for Bahrain. As we have a look at the wicket again, Sharvin Munyandi was always looking to go over the leg side, and Sarfraz bowled it straight, line and length. You miss, I hit. And Sharvin Munyandi gets himself a start but then throws it away. See, finally a left-hander. Sharvin, Syed Aziz, Tarek, we commonly call him, Just hits the top of middle stump there. Sharvin Munyandi has to depart. Looks really, really hot out there. Bahrain fielders just icing and just having some cooling going on.
And what a right time for Said Aziz to step in. He is naturally an aggressive batter with superb timing. It times the ball, then it reaches the boundary in no time. And he loves hitting the ball everywhere, especially behind square. As he loves to play the shots. Whenever the bowler bowls at the leg, the ball goes behind the square, and also point areas, and also very good pull shot, one of his favorite shots. And let's see how he manages to complete this over.
As keeper goes back, decides he does not want to stand up to the stumps. As Syed Aziz just gets himself off strike to end the over. Just a single. After 15 overs, Malaysia 82 for 3, 5 overs to go.
Aryan, the score is 82 for 3. It's quite, as of now, Bahrain has dominated the first 15 overs. We have just 30 balls. And if they score 50 runs, you think that is defendable?
I think it would be a good challenging total because the wicket hasn't played as good in this T20. It's been a bit on the slower side. That's why we haven't seen the highest scores. So, as I mentioned earlier, the highest score in this tournament so far has been only 146 odd. So, it'll be interesting to see how they fare in this last 5 overs, Malaysia. Syed Aziz usually loves the pace on the ball, and I think he's going to get that.
If Syed Aziz finishes the innings very strong, and it's going to be very good. As you said, the totals have been very lesser in this tournament, less than 150. That's a target. And if he reaches at least 125 to 130 from here, then it's going to be a great game to watch.
Yeah, anything around the 130, 135 mark would give Malaysia some hope. They have heaps of spinners in the lineup as we see Ali Dawood, the opening bowler, coming back on to bowl his third over.
And you said Syed Aziz loves the pace, right? And this is going to be very suitable for him.
Here we go. Gets himself off strike with a flick towards mid wicket.
Without wasting any time, Syed Aziz went for single, made a rotation, and Ahmed Faiz is striking the ball really well. Is going to face Ali Dawood, and this is time for action now. Everyone wants to hit the ball.
We've got 29 deliveries left. It's going to be all action packed here. Every ball is going to be drama from here.
Yeah.
There we go. As we look at Ahmed Faiz standing well outside off stump there, exposing all his path as the bowler decides to change his. He's coming round the wicket now after seeing where Ahmed Faiz is standing. Here we go. It's going to be interesting. Moves even further outside off to access the leg side as it flicks it towards mid wicket. Can only be a single. Mind games being played by both the batsman and the bowler here. Good bowling by Ali Dawood. Very smart bowler.
The ball was swinging and coming towards the middle stump, and he was exposing his leg stump a little bit. And the bowler did a pretty good job, I would say, because he just suddenly he changed his guard.
Yeah, I don't mind this from Ahmed Faiz though. He needs to do something. There's only 28 deliveries are left. Ali Dawood. Once again, beautiful Yorker there. Syed Aziz cannot do anything about it. Can just dig it out back to the bowler.
Good show by Ali Dawood. See his figures, Aryan. 2 overs, 2.3 overs, 6 runs given. The economy is superb.
We see a change in the field now. Third man coming in and long off going back. Here we go. Just 2 runs of 3 deliveries here. Said Aziz will be looking to do something. Comes down the wicket and looks to hit it over the fielder at long on, but cannot get any connection on it. Will just be a single. The wicket is definitely playing a lot slower than we expected.
There has been lots of shots attempted, Aryan, but not much connected. So that's what happening ever since the match started. From bowling, I think there's something happening in the after pitching. Also, the ball is not coming to the bat. So that's what I feel.
Ahmed Faiz again, well outside off stump, inviting the bowler to go at his stumps. And he does as he flicks it straight to long on for a single. Been good bowling this so far. Just trying to attack the block hole. Be interesting to see if we have some innovation from the batsmen as they're getting the pace on the ball. Need to just try and use the pace. Short fine leg is in, short third man is in. Some innovation behind the wicket from Syed Aziz. He has the capability of doing that. It'll be interesting to see if he does go for it. And that's exactly what he does. Gets a low full toss and just helps it on its way towards fine leg for a much needed boundary here for Malaysia to end the over. 8 runs from it. Malaysia 90 for 3 with 4 overs to go as we have a look at the replay. Just a full toss and leg stump, and Syed Aziz, all he had to do was help it away.
And that I would say innovation. He asked for innovation and he was ready for the scoop actually. And the ball, it was perfect ball for Syed Aziz to hit the ball for a boundary. Excellent. And to his strength, he loves that area actually. So anything behind square until fine leg, he just love it. Just use the pace of the bowler. You said he loves pace bowler. Just use the pace, easy pickings. And now once you allow Syed Aziz to bat like this, then he'll be scoring boundaries and boundaries. And it's going to be an advantage for Malaysia from here. And Syed Aziz, Ahmed Faiz, both on song. It's going to be very interesting to watch from anywhere.
That's two very dangerous batsmen here. If they end up getting set, this last 4 overs could be big for Malaysia. They would love to get over their 130 mark. You see Rizwan Butt bowling his third over. Been successful in getting a wicket so far. Ahmed Faiz again standing well outside off stump. You see the field. Deep extra cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket and deep square leg on the boundary. Rizwan Butt attacks the stump and that looks dead and that's out. Ahmed Faiz has to depart. It's always going to be a dangerous thing, exposing all your stumps. And Rizwan Butt just attacks the stumps. Ahmed Faiz would feel like he's missed out over there. Played a slightly lazy shot. Was on the stumps, had the opportunity to go over mid wicket, but just missed it. All ends up and was put right in the middle.
Let's have a quick recap. Ahmed was standing, covering the stump fully. The bowler was just bowled to the block hole and got the wicket. The ball was swinging and Ahmed Faiz completely missed it. But we have enough batters with the firepower for Malaysia.
Amir Azim is in at number 6. Another left-hander. Also an aggressive batter. "23 deliveries left in the innings. There's no time for settling down here." Amir Azim is one of those batters who can take the game away from the opponent on his day. Let's see how he goes. We'll go Rizwan Butt. Mid off is inside the circle. Extra cover. Deep third man on the boundary. And 3 fielders on the leg side as he glances it away. Just opens the face down to third man, to Imran Javed. Malaysia would be looking for close to 40 runs in this remaining 22 deliveries. See a change in the field for Syed Aziz. Third man comes in and long off goes back. Nobody behind square on either side of the wicket. Comes down the wicket, looks to go over extra cover, doesn't get the gap, will only be a single.
Match is going to be very interesting from here because we have two interesting batters on crease. Saeed Aziz on 8 of 6 balls. Amir Azim, quite an aggressor. Got all kind of shots in his books. So left arm batter, two left armers, and it's always challenging for the bowler. One run quickly scored.
Well bowled again, right in the block hole, not giving any length to the batsman to work with. Malaysia definitely trying to aggress here, but Bahrain bowling up to the mark.
So there is a vacant area between behind the fine leg. Actually, there is a short fine leg. So square leg and fine leg, there is a gap.
Back of the hand, slower delivery, the leg cutter. Syed Aziz waits onto it and just gets a single. Another good over here by Rizwan Butt. It's 4 runs of it and the important wicket of Ahmed Faiz, the skipper. Looks like he's going to bowl off-pace deliveries to Syed Aziz, given the field, and Amir Azim, you would think he would be bowling the normal pace deliveries. As we see the final delivery of the over, excellent yorker here. Nothing the batsman can do about that. That is an excellent over, just 5 runs of it, and the important wicket.
And I'm going to share an interesting fact today, Aryan. Have you seen any wides of this game? Have you seen? And what a great bowling actually.
That's been excellent so far. Don't remember seeing a wide in this inning so far.
And a no ball,
It's been one extra.
one extras, maybe a bye, I would say, right? And no wides given. That's beautiful. And you have a bowling lineup who bowls without a wide, and it's almost like you won a game.
There's just one bye in the first over of the innings, and after that there hasn't been any extras. It's been excellent so far by Bahrain. This is the reason Malaysia hasn't been able to get away, just going at 5.5 to the over. Ali Dawood bowling his final over. Amir Azim looks to go over long off but cannot get anything on it, just a single. Syed Aziz loves the pace on the ball. He's got the pace on the ball this time. Will be interesting to see how he uses it. The wicketkeeper is asking for fine leg to go behind, and he gets his wish. All the fielders on the leg side are on the boundary. Nobody inside the circle. On the offside, we only have an extra cover outside the boundary, onto the boundary. Here we go, Syed Aziz. It's beautifully bowled. Beautiful bowling here. Once again, this is excellent, that bowling.
And when you try to bowl Yorkers, and there is a possibility that you bowl a full toss, and if it is a full toss, I'm sure that Syed Aziz will make full use of it and go for a boundary. That's what he did in the previous over.
So you're right, but not getting any length to work with at the moment. Some anxious faces in the Malaysian dugout. Once again, right into the block hole. They're looking for a couple. Scamper, but Syed Aziz slips over there. They has to settle for a single. Once again, a good over so far for Bahrain. Just 2 runs of it in 3 deliveries. Malaysia are yet to breach the 100-run mark. Fine leg comes in and third man goes back for Amir Azim. It's beautiful bowling again. The consistency at which they are hitting the block hole is just applaudable. Cannot fault the Malaysian batsmen here. They're doing everything they can, but the ball's right onto the block hole.
True, true, Aryan. And I like the consistency word you used, and that's what I feel. Every time he bowls the block hole, and that ball lands exactly where he wanted.
Long off course back. It'll be interesting to see a slow ball coming up, in my opinion. It's exactly what he does, and it's gone for 4 byes.
It's a
Un-
great boundary after a long time. Again, a boundary one more time, and it's a beautiful boundary for Amir Azim.
to bring up the 100 for Malaysia here, as we see a slow delivery, just beaten everyone, beaten the batsman, beaten the wicket keeper as well.
A much needed boundary indeed.
Final delivery of the 18th over. Another beautiful yorker there. Amir Azim cannot do anything about it. 18 overs down. Malaysia 101 for 4.
Aryan, if you ask me, instead of moving towards the leg stump and blocking the ball or trying to play singles, you better go for a scoop. You get a boundary or you get out, right? So that's more profitable compared to that moving away and blocking and playing straight. Because you already understand now this bowling yorkers, right? So you have no choice. You lose your wicket or just go for the boundaries.
Yeah, you're right. They're just keeping on bowling those yorkers at will. So Malaysian batsmen need to do something to unsettle them. You see Rizwan Butt bowling his final over to see this is. Slower delivery, cannot get into the gap, refuses the single. Straight to the skipper at Hyder Ali. At extra cover. Just 11 deliveries left now. What can Malaysia gather from this? 120 would be a win as well here for Malaysia. As Aziz looks to turn into a right-hander, but clever bowling here by Rizwan, but just gives no pace on it to work with.
And what an interesting bowling and batting here. He was totally changed his batting into a right hand, and the bowler bowled beautifully, like to counter that.
Stamp goes for the Yorker. Aziz trudges straight down the ground. They're looking for a couple. This could be a run out here. Direct hit, is it?
And that was very close, Aryan. That's why the umpire is asking for the review here because it was very close.
It's gone to the third umpire. Let's have a look what the decision is.
And seeing the body language, it's very close, I would say. It's out because the ball hit the bells.
Seems to be a direct hit there. And Amir Azim has to depart. It's a good dive in, but the direct hit, nothing much you can do there. It's excellent fielding at long off there by the fielder. Amir Azim giving it his all, but to no avail. He has to depart. Malaysia 5 down now as we see number 7 Shahadat Hussain. Ramli coming in, also a big hitter. Exactly what Malaysia need. Left hand, right hand combination.
They lost another wicket at a crucial time because they just passed 100 run mark. 101, losing 4 wicket. Now they lost Amir Azim. Shahadat is back. And Mohammad Rizwan is bowling beautifully. And Dawood and Rizwan, what a lethal bowler at the end of the innings, right? This is the penultimate over, and it's bowling very, very nice.
Syed Aziz looks to go over long on. It's in the air and just falls short. That is lucky for Malaysia. Lands in no man's land. There was no pace to work with, which is why the ball didn't carry.
And I would say they should have gone for 2 runs if you ask me. They didn't run aggressively.
Yeah, they could have gone for a couple there, as Said Aziz thought he was a goner, but just landed into the gap, and they could have come back for a second. Shahid Ramli, 8 deliveries left. What can he gather? No timing onto that. It's down to long gone. Bahrain bowling really well here. This over, 3 runs and a run out. Mohammad Rizwan into his final delivery now. 2 for 14. What a spell it's been. Said Aziz would be looking for a boundary here. It's just been slow balls after slow balls here. Yet another slow ball straight down the ground will only be a single. Said Aziz will keep the strike for the final over here. 105 for 5 Malaysia.
Anything above 120 is a good score from this situation. I'm not talking 120 is a good score here, but in this situation, another 15 runs would be a defendable total. At a decent total, you can have something on the board to defend.
Yeah, you're right. Be looking anywhere close to the 120 mark from here. And Malaysia will give it a fight, no doubt. Will give it their all, as we see Virapatiran bowling the final over of the innings, his third over. There's a bit of pace about him. Syed Aziz would love that. As we see 6 deliveries left. Here we go. Syed Aziz is bowled. Looks to slog it over the long on mid-wicket region, but cannot get any bat on it, and he has to depart.
And no celebration from the bowler and the team, because they know that they are on the driving seat. And Syed Aziz, I would like to see Syed Aziz to come as an opener and using the pace, swing, and play his shots. Rather, he's coming at the back end of the innings. So I this is my preference. Being a opener, but he no, like we've seen lots of great innings from him. He sets up the tone in the upfront. So hopefully Malaysia comes up with a different strategy sooner.
In at number 8 is Kiza Hayat. 5 deliveries left.
This pitch definitely suits Kizar Hayat's bowling today, because there is something happening. There is something in the pitch.
Yeah, you're right. Malaysia will definitely give it their all with their spinners and their opening bowlers. Let's see how it goes. But for the time being, they have to muster a few runs in this last 5 deliveries. 6 down already. Kiza Hayat can bat as well. Takes a single and gives it back to Shahid Ramli. 4 deliveries left. 106 for 6.
Do you think Aryan, Bahrain team finish this innings with 0 wides? You think?
Going by how they've bowled so far, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Shahid Ramli can only push it down to long off for a single. There's 3 deliveries left. No boundaries so far.
Another interesting fact: there are no sixes being hit, only boundaries. Right?
Yep. It's beautiful bowling again, right into the block hole outside off. Cannot get any bat onto it. All the bowlers that have bowled so far today have been up to the mark. 2 deliveries left. Kiza Hayat to slog it over mid-wicket. They'll be looking for a couple. Shahid Ramli just wants a single, but he'll have to come back for 2. It was right in the gap. Final delivery coming up here. 109 for 6 Malaysia. Going at 5.5 to the over. Below par score, you would feel. Here we go. Final delivery. Virapatiran. Looks to go over extra cover. Can only get a single to end the innings. Malaysia, after 20 overs, ended 110 for 6.
And trust me, Aryan, this is going to be an interesting game. Actually, even Malaysia has that bowling attack to do wonders. We can expect big things from Malaysia today. We cannot underestimate. A team scored 110. They cannot win. No, it's cricket. Anything can happen, and Malaysia have bundled the opponents for less than 80 many times. So we can still wait and watch how the Malaysian captain strategies.
Yeah, Malaysia on the Malaysia on their home soil would be looking to bundle Bahrain out for under 110 to win this. And you're right, this is going to be an interesting match. You would feel that Malaysia, with their heaps of spinners, would definitely be in the game, especially on this wicket, slightly on the slower side. And Bahrain with top heavy, Malaysia would know that if they get a few wickets early on in the power play, they can definitely put the Bahrain batters under pressure. Bahrain having a huddle, they would be on top right now at this stage. They would feel like this would be a cakewalk. But Malaysia, on the other hand, would think otherwise. As we have a look at the Malaysian
And
scorecard.
now, after 20 overs, 110 for 6, Malaysia scored. Bahrain need 111 from 20 overs, and that's all from the com box. So that's all from the com box here. So we'll and please look at the scorecard of Malaysia. Ahmed Zubaidi Zulki scored 36 of 33 balls. Verandeep Singh didn't click much, and there was a good innings by Sharvin Muniandi, quite good, 25 of 32 balls. And Ahmed Faiz gave him a good partnership, just above run a ball. He scored brisk 19 of 18 balls. And then came Syed Aziz. Didn't play the way he liked today because the bowling was super good. Managed to score 13 and got clean bowled by Veerapathiran. And then Amir Azim scored 8, and Muhammad Shahadat Kizar scored 2 and 4 each. And the total extras, that's the surprise here, just only 1. And that's also from Bice. No wides being bowled or no balls being bowled, and that shows the discipline the Bahrain team has. And they have just 111 to win. And let's wait and watch.
We have a look at the bowlers for Bahrain. Opening, Ali Dawood and Rizwan Butt. Excellent at the top, excellent at the death. 4 overs for 18 for Ali Dawood, and 4 overs, 2 wickets for 15 runs for Rizwan Butt. It's been excellent from them. They were well supported by all the other bowlers. Veerapathiran, 3 overs, 1 for 16, bowled that final over and bowled excellent yorkers there. Imran Javed, the only bowler to have gone for over 10 runs and over. He went for 15 in his solitary over. Abdul Majid, 4 overs for 29, was unlucky with 2 drop catches of his bowling and a few misfills here and there. Sarfaraz Ali, 4 overs, 1 for 16, going at an economy of 4 runs to the over. In the end, an excellent bowling, just a single extra, as we mentioned, of the first over of the innings. We'll take a short break. And we'll be back with the run chase.
Stay tuned, guys. We'll come back for Malaysians bowling attack. Thanks. Welcome back to the Malaysia Open T20I Championship 2024. We have a beautiful game going on here. Match between Malaysia and Bahrain, whereas Malaysia batted first, scored 110 runs, and Bahrain is ready to chase. And it's a different strategy used by Ahmed Faiz here, and he is going to open the bowling with Syed Aziz. So Syed Aziz lately started bowling leg spinners, and now this time Ahmed Faiz wants him to bowl a medium pace. And here with me, my co-commentator Aryan. What's your observation, Aryan, today?
Been a good game so far for Bahrain, you would feel. Malaysia under par, but you can never write this Malaysian side off. So it'll be interesting to see. This is also ball medium pace in the 50 over tournament and got good outswing. Here we go. First delivery.
And beautifully played towards the off stump and mid off area, 1 run. A very positive start for Bahrain and a good bowling by Syed Aziz. He started bowling the pace. That's good. That's quite interesting actually. So it's decided by him or his captain. But he has the ability to bowl two. One is pace, one is spin, and it's very interesting prospect.
Punch straight down the ground. Will just be a single. Sharvin Bunyandi at long off does the cleaning up. Interesting field here. We have a long off and a deep mid wicket. Malaysia already on the defensive, knowing that these batsmen will come at them hard. It's beautifully bowled there, just a slight hint of away shape. And beaten is Umar.
Umar and Sarfaraz are the two batters for Bahrain. And Syed Aziz started with two singles and given and a dot ball after that.
It's a good stop there, but an extra cover by Shahadat. These two batters would know how this wicket has played because Umar is the wicketkeeper and Sarfaraz bowled economically in his 4 overs, so they know how this wicket has been playing.
The body language and the approach of the Bahrain batters are very good, very positive. And what a beautiful bouncer by Syed Aziz. That was a surprise for the batter. So the pace behind the ball was very good, It carried to the keeper in a flash.
It's a good change by Said Aziz. He's seen that Sarfaraz is more of a slogger, so he's just trying to mix up the length and his line. Again, beautifully stopped. That was hit hard, looking towards the boundary to see where the ball went, but an excellent stop there by Shadid Ramli to prevent a boundary.
And people see him misfield the ball, but it was very difficult to stop because he was staying very close to the stumps. It's not standing behind, so the ball came to him very very quickly. So he managed to stop a boundary, I would say. So and for full marks to him. So lucky, and also he got some hit on his arm somewhere here behind the littlest behind the wrist, and it's too painful. Cricket ball hitting you somewhere in the on your arm inside, very difficult actually. That happens. Cricket and injuries you cannot separate. Pawandeep is back. An interesting thinking by Ahmed Faiz. Initially, no one thought that Saeed Aziz would open the bowling, but he opened, and now Pawandeep is coming in. Usually, Virandeep will come sometimes. Let's see what he's going to do. Let's see the field setup of Pawandeep. Also, we can check how these two batters take on the spinners. You see, two fielders kept on the long off and long on area, and the mid wicket is free because only two can stand out, right? And all of them covering the off side and leg side. So it's going to be interesting.
Looks to loft it. Can only get one to long off. Pawandeep used to opening the bowling. Yeah, he's done it in the 50-over tournament as well. He's doing it here again. One of the main wicket takers for Malaysia.
And a vastly experienced bowler, I would say, is tall, left arm bowler, and brings the ball in very lethal.
Umar, the more correct batsman of the two, looking to get settled here. Bahrain would know that if they get a good start in the power play, Malaysian fielders' energy will drop. You see a wide, first wide of the match.
You're right, Aryan. This is the first wide of the match. Bahrain didn't bowl any wide, and Malaysia started with first wide. The ball came in, and it was a proper defense by Umar. There is two production also on the long off and long on area, so the line was perfect. He's not giving any room to play the ball to the mid wicket area or square leg area. That's nice.
It's gone out of the boundary all the way for six. Slightly over pitched, and that's a flat six by Umar. Long gone or not, doesn't matter to him. But that's gone all the way. Let's have a look again. Slightly flighted, and Umar does not need a second invitation. All the way over the long gone boundary.
Umar unleashed his power in this ball because he saw the ball coming, flighted, and landed on the over pitch without any doubt. Hit the ball over the long on area, and as Aryan said, never worried about the fielder because the ball went very far.
There's an appeal there, but down the leg side, you would think, to end the over. After 2 overs, Bahrain are 12 for no loss.
This is a positive batting by Bahrain. 2 overs, the run rate is 6, and the batters are quite positive. They anything on their zone, they go for the shots. That's a good thing. And Saeed Aziz is back. Previous over, he bowled really well. Now he is correcting his fieldings on the offside, three of them covering the in circle, covers, extra covers, backward point, and there is a slip. A short third man, no slips actually. Good change of pace this time, and nicely played by Sarfaraz. He's taking his own time.
That was a good slow delivery there. Again, he's trying to mix it up. Ball the back of the hand, slower delivery. Let's see what he goes for this time. Another back of the hand, slower delivery. Again, no connection. I think that's a good way to go on this wicket. It's just holding up a bit. So using the change of pace would be ideal. Good start to the over by Malaysia. Sarfaraz looking to take the attack.
And what a good thinking by Saidaz is two back-to-back slower balls, and third ball comes with a quick delivery, and didn't have enough time for the batter to go for the pull shot. Even though he went for a pull shot, but he was not able to time it. The ball went just to the short mid wicket area for no run.
It's punched away in the gap. Will just be a couple. Good batting here. Just pick the slow ball this time and just punch it away in the gap for a brace. First runs in this over. Shahid has bowled well so far. There's not much swing on offer, but he's wearing his line and length well. We see the skipper strengthening the offside field, removing the square leg and bringing him at a backward point. It's good captaincy.
And Saidaz is an experienced candidate.
This time a on-pace delivery right on the stumps. Punch back to the bowler. Last delivery of the third over. Long on and long off around the boundary. That's pulled away. It's gone well out of the boundary. Short delivery. The batsman was expecting exactly that, and he's pulled it away straight over the mid-wicket boundary. Shahid is disappointed to have finished in the manner he did. It's a good over so far, but spoiled by that maximum by Umar.
Exactly right, Aryan. Exactly right, you said. And that was an expected ball, and the batter was already on the back foot to play the shot, pull shot. As expected, Said Aziz bowled the short ball and he went for a shot. It was a beautiful six, and just missed the trick this time, but full marks to the batter, Sarfraz. Now he's on a runner ball, 11 balls, 11 runs, and Umar is slightly over the runner ball, like 8 runs of 7 balls. They're going good actually. 3 overs, 20 runs, and they need just 91 runs to win. But let's see how the Malaysian bowlers come back with a different strategy. Pawan is back.
Actually, like this field much better now. Mid off is inside the ring, and the mid wicket is out. And they have 3 fielders on that mid off extra cover region, so they know that this is exactly where he's trying to go. And they have got the leg side cover just in case. This time just defends it back to extra cover.
And that was a very close call. It was a very close call asking for a LBW, and umpire said no. And there was a quick discussion going on between these two batters, telling not to play cross batted shots, play straight bat because the target is lesser. These are the things usually they talk. Let's see what strategy Pawan brings in, and it's good, interesting bowling by Pawan here. One run easily taken, but still I give full marks to Pawan for pulling back the pedals. Like something like the last 2 overs they were hitting here and there. Now no boundaries have come up in the first 4 balls, and he has to keep the discipline. He has to bowl the 2 balls, golden balls.
It's good bowling again by Pawan. Just not giving the length to work with. Sarfaraz looking for anything that's over pitch, but he's not getting anything.
That,
Final delivery of the over.
that's right, Aryan.
It's an excellent over by Pawan here. Just a single run of it. Sarfaraz looking to force it over mid wicket, but cannot get anything.
He bowled like a champion. I would say that the way he gave 1-6 in the last over, and he came back with a promise that he will not give any boundaries and also not many runs. So he did that.
That was an excellent over. This just not giving any length for the batsman to work with. As we see a change in the bowling, Kiza Hayat replacing Said Aziz.
That is an interesting option, Aryan, I would say, because their bowlers also have like bowling actions like Kizar Hayat, and now Faiz is thinking of bringing Kizar much earlier. Like usually he comes after 6 overs, right? Now he's coming in the fifth over. Sounds interesting for me. The line and length he bowls is quite interesting.
It's in the air, but just in the gap. Batsman would have had his heart in his mouth. This falls in the gap. The strong leg side field, 5-4 leg side field here. We have deep mid wicket, long gone, short mid wicket, short square leg, and a short fine leg. So strong leg side field because Kiza Hayat always attacking the stumps. It's pulled away. Just on the bounce to Sharvin Munyandi at deep mid wicket.
And the ball goes exactly to the field set. Actually, one is a deep mid wicket, slightly wider, and mid on, so too deep.
Looks to go across the line. There's a gap at square leg, but cannot get any connection on it. Not enough connection to get it into the gap. That's pulled away into the gap. Sharvin Munyandi tries his best but cannot get there. Another good boundary for Bahrain. They're off to a good start here. 4.4 overs, 27 for no loss. Umar gets a much needed boundary as we have a look here. Slightly short of a length, and that's all he needed. Pulls it away in the gap between mid wicket and square leg for the boundary. Malaysia with some thinking to do now. Only 84 runs needed in well over 15 overs. Looks to glance it away for a single but cannot get.
A better length from Kizar this time because the based on his field setup, okay, it's not allowed to bowl too short.
And charges down the wicket, but Kezahaya shortens his length. Can only be a single down to long on. 7 runs of the over. Bahrain going well after 5 overs, 28 for no loss.
.28 runs scored out of 5 overs, run rate 5.60. Bahrain is on song, and they haven't lost any wicket, and that's an advantage. They just need 83 runs from 15 overs, and both the batters looking so positive. They're going for the shots, penetrating the field. Everything is everything is right about the batting. And on the other end, Malaysia is trying to pick few wickets from here. Again, some inside edge. The batter played to the long on area, but the leading edge, inside edge, go towards the fine leg for 1 run. And Pawan is continuing his bowling here. Bowling is third over. Just gave 10 runs. He's been quite economical. Apart from that 1-6, he just gave 4 runs in his 13 balls he bowled. And it's a boundary towards covers area, and it was a reachable ball, and the batter went for the shot. It reached the boundary in no time. So wonderful shot by Sarfaraz. And we're just talking about Pawandeep's bowling. He bowled this ball a little bit loose. Let's have a recap of it. A flighted outside the off stump and full swing with a full conviction, and full credit goes to the batter.
A bit too much room given there by the bowler. Pawandeep looked to be a bit more straighter now. There's a slight appeal. Good work there by the wicketkeeper Ainul Hafiz. But umpire suggests that it was off the pad. Looking to bowl straighter now. To hoik it away over mid wicket, but gets an inside edge to square leg. Good comeback this by Pawandeep. Again, just trying to attack the stumps. Does not want to give any room to the batter. Interesting delivery there. He bowled it from behind the stumps. Just to give a bit more air. He bowled it slower through the air. The batsman gets in trouble, but well picked by Sarfaraz. Gets himself off strike. 6 runs of this over. Final delivery of the power play coming up. Pushes it straight to mid off. Just a dot to end the power play. Bahrain 34 for no loss. Going well here. You see the umpire signaling the end of the first power play. Malaysia would be relieved. They can have 5 fielders outside the boundary now. Malaysia in desperate need of a wicket here. Need to break the shackles. So we see Amir Azim being introduced. Left arm orthodox. Sarfaraz will be facing the first delivery from Amir Azim. Once again, a 5-4 leg side field. Nobody in front of square on the offside inside the boundary. Flicks it away. Just be a single to a deep square leg. Sarfaraz going well. 18 of 19. Umar Imtiaz pulls it away. It's going all the way to the boundary. That's an excellent try at deep square leg, but cannot prevent it from going all the way over the boundary. It's a big 6 here. Seems to have hurt himself, Ahmed Zubaidi. It's an excellent effort here as we have a look at again. Short ball, not exactly what Malaysia needed. but pulled it away. And what a try that was.
Oh, that was played on the up, and it was almost went upish, and no one to catch that ball. And it was for one run. And Umar is playing beautifully here and surpassed his batting. Amir Azim is a beautiful bowler, left arm spinner, orthodox. He's a wicket taker. A wonderful fielding at the fine leg area, and beautiful bowling by Amir Azim after given that six. He's come back with good deliveries. He himself was not happy to leave that ball going outside the ropes. Very impactful bowling after that six. 9 runs given in his first over, Amir Azim. Now the Bahrain score is 43 for no loss. After 7 overs, they just need 68 runs from 13 overs, and their batting has been exceptional.
Yeah, they've been batting well so far. They haven't got the singles going too many, but they have been getting the occasional boundary, which has been really helpful for them. And this is all they need right now. 68 from 13 overs. Run rate required is 5.23 only. As we see, Pawandeep to bowl his final over. Interesting move, but I think it's needed given the situation of the game. They need a wicket here. Otherwise, this game is going to be done and dusted in no time. Slightly round arm there by Pawandeep. Trying a few different things. Just punched away to extra cover where Ahmed Zubaidi does the cleaning up. Just a single. Desperation now from Malaysia. Need a wicket here. Once again, round arm.
And what a way to get a wicket! Probably the umpire is asking for a third umpire's review here because it was a stumping attempt, and the batter went out of the crease and came back to the crease. In between, the keeper took the bails off, but there was a review taken. Let's wait and watch.
50-50 in my opinion.
I agree on that, Aryan, because it looks like an out, but let's wait and watch. We don't know until the umpire decides it.
Have a look. It's a legal delivery by Pawandeep. We'll move on to stumping.
All okay with the bowler's action, and the review was taken by Faiz, actually.
That's close. We'll have to have a second look at that. Beaton all ends up. Need to slow that down to see. It's touch and go here. Touch and go. Looks out to me. Third umpire.
I feel like it's a fraction of a second before it touches the crease. The bails came off for us, but it's the umpire who decides the out because he sees it in a different angle. See, it looks like it touches, but the batting crease belongs to, yeah, the umpire's decision is not out. The reason for not out is the benefit of the doubt goes to the batter most of the time. If it's like 50-50, the umpire decides that the benefit of the doubt goes to the batter, and quite unlucky for the fielding team because This is their first breakthrough, and normally a fielding team gets momentum from one wicket. Actually, the game changes, and they lost a very close opportunity here. And good that review taken by Sir Faiz here.
Bowls it quicker down the leg side. Trying a few things here. Is Pawandeep in his final 3 deliveries.
Quite a disappointment for Pawandeep, but for the way he bowls today, that was almost a wicket for him.
Outside of beaten, looks to punch it over the extra cover region.
Looks like Umar is looking for that over pitch ball to whack it outside the stadium, outside the cow corner. But Pawandeep is quite smart. He's not giving that leverage, the opportunity for him to hit it in that area, the cow corner area. So quite interesting, the contest between Umar and Pawan. And Pawan is very successful doing so. 4 dot balls after the first ball.
Just cut away in front of point. The final delivery, just 2 runs of that over to end an excellent spell by Pawandeep Singh. 4 overs, none for 17. Is disappointed because he cannot get a wicket for his side and his country. But he's bowled an excellent spell so far. Now it's up to the other Malaysian bowlers to back him up.
Wonderful bowling by Amir Azim here. Good start. He usually deceives the bat in his flight. The ball also has some dip. Superb bowling. Wonderful show by Amir here. Good comeback. After giving that 6 in his previous over, he bowled 2 dot balls.
In just a single, 2 dot balls and then a single. Interesting field here that Malaysia packing the offside field in front of square. It's in the air.
It's in the air and
underneath it.
And it's out. What a way to get a breakthrough here. Malaysia got his first wicket after missing that stumping opportunity. This Amir Azim this time picked up a wicket.
Let's have a look at it again. Just flighted outside off, and he was always going to go leg side, and that's a good catch in the end by Pawandeep Singh. Much needed wicket here for Malaysia. They desperately needed the wicket to get back into the game, and they are happy side. They need to keep the runs down now, as 65 needed from 11.2 overs.
Can Malaysia build the momentum from here, getting the first wicket, and can they pick few more wickets and put the pressure back to the Bahrain team? Let's wait and watch. This game is going to be very interesting from now. And adding to that, Amir Azim is bowling beautifully actually. So when he's on fire, and it's very difficult for the opponents to come back from the bowling from his experience actually.
Sarfraz Ali played well, couldn't get his side home. We see the new batsman Sohail Ahmed in at number 3. Amir Azim getting just enough turn to trouble the batters. Skipper Ahmed faces, trying to attack a bit more now, bringing his fielders in to stop any singles. The last 2 or 3 overs, Malaysia have kept things tight. Just 3 runs in the last 10 deliveries.
Shohel, the new batter, off the mark straight away from Amir Azim's bowling, and there was a wonderful line and length again. Deceives the batter, but he managed to score 1 run. There is a slight field change for this informed batter. Umpire given that as a wide, was trying to bowl stump to stump, and this happens. And 2 wides, but still it's a good over. He just gave 4 runs, including these 2 wides, picked up a wicket. And the batter is not ready, the field change is going on. Physio is very busy outside the ropes.
Once again, just attacking the stumps, not giving any room. And the 9th over, 49 for 1. As we see Kiza Hayat replacing Pawandeep Singh.
In his first over, Kizar gave 7 runs, and now can he bowl that atypical Kizar's bowling, strangling the opponent with his off cutters and change of pace bowlings, stump to stump attacks. That's what Kizar does. He is known for that bowling. Can he do that? Can he bring his best to contain the batters at one end and allow the Malaysia to dominate again?
Misfield by Kiza allows a single. Skipper Ahmed Face not happy with that effort.
And Umar is very strong in the short balls. Anything little short, he's going for his shots and picking up boundaries quite often than not.
Interesting captaincy as well. We have 4 fielders on the boundary on the leg side, as the extra cover on the offside is inside the circle. So it's these are just bowling right on the stumps, not going to give any room as suggested by the field. It's a beautiful shot, slog swept over deep mid wicket, gone all the way to the boundary. Umar says, so what if you have 4 fielders on the leg side boundary? I'm still going to go for it and clear it. Beautiful batting here. Releases all the pressure that was put in the last 2 or 3 overs. Sensible batting here, just pushes it down to mid wicket for a single. Already got the boundary of the over and been rotating the strike well as well. 10 runs of this over rather. With 2 deliveries to go. Kiza Hayat, been a struggle for him today. And just punches it back to the bowler. Will just be a single. Be a dot ball rather.
Aryan, when you bowl stump to stump, there is a chance that you get hit.
You're right there, just a single down to long on for to end the 10th over. The score is 59 for 1 after 10 overs.
Let's have a quick drinks break from here. We are back after the short break, drinks break for Malaysia Open's T20I Championship 2024. Interesting match between Malaysia and Bahrain going on, whereas Malaysia put up a total of 110 and Bahrain is chasing it down. They're chasing it very good. 59 runs scored in the first 10 overs. It's almost 6 runs an over, losing only one wicket. And now they have 52 runs to chase. And Virendip is going to bowl his first ball after drinks. Let's wait and watch.
Good start by Viran, just flicked away for a single. Viran is a left-arm orthodox who bowls slightly on the quicker side. Doesn't turn the ball too much, but always attacking the stumps. Just push down to long off for a single here.
Umar played a crucial innings here, opened the innings and scored 34 of 33 runs for his Bahrain team.
Doing it easy at the moment, just getting the singles easily. Looking for a second, but wasn't to be. Good work by Amir Azim.
Shohail on the other end looking to play a second fiddle to Umar. Just picking up singles nicely, easily, just rotating the strike, not giving the momentum for the bowler to dominate. They keep getting 1 runs, getting the scoreboard ticked. They just need 48 runs the next 9.1 overs.
So far, so good for Bahrain. Looks to cut it away, not get any bat on it. Ahmed Faiz is trying everything he can. He's having some funky fills here, silly mid off and short mid wicket in to prevent any singles. Some shorter, just punched away to long off for just a single. 5 runs of the over, 11 overs done, 64 for 1. Bahrain well in the driver's seat from here, 47 to win from 9 overs, just above 5 to the over required. See first signs of pace being introduced. Wafiq Irfan left arm pacer being introduced. Be interesting to see. I think this is a move of desperation by skipper Ahmed Faiz. Being seen that spinners are being milked easily. I think it's a good move.
Yes, indeed, Aryan, it's a good move. They have tried with the spinners enough and not a big impact created by picking more wickets because the batters batted beautifully against them. Some of the overs were very good from the Malaysia point of view, but mostly dominated by the batters. And now let's see the change of bowling strategy here, bringing in the fast bowler Mohammad Wafiq Irfan.
Going to go around the wicket. The fielders outside on the boundary. 5. Just be a single to point. We have a deep extra cover, long off, long on, deep square leg and a deep fine leg on the boundary. Suggest that you have to bowl slightly on the straighter line and length. Any room outside off is going to be carved away behind point. Umar, the set batsman. Umar Imtiaz, 35 of 34. Inside half of the bat, just a single to long on. Afik will be looking to do some magic for Malaysia here. Storm them back into this contest. They need a spark of brilliance from somewhere, otherwise this game is drifting away. Sohail Ahmed, slow full toss, punched away to extra cover. That's beautiful fielding there. Backward point by Amir Azim. This is the kind of sparks they need to bring them back into the contest. Beautiful fielding here. Stops a certain boundary for Bahrain. Afik Irfan, what can he do? Glanced away to find legs, straight into the hands of Saeed Aziz. Just be a single, 4 runs in this over. Nothing more required. Doing well, our Bahrain.
Yes, Aryan, the Bahrain is doing really well here. 68 for 1 at the end of 12th over after this ball. When you have less target on board, and it's very difficult for the bowlers to contain, especially in T20Is, because they can go for 1 run easily, even to the they play it to the fielder and also can run. So that creates you the pressure. That's the reason setting target is very important. Not every time you can defend the low target.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. But it's time for Skip Ahmed Face to think outside the box, in my opinion. Having 5 fielders outside the boundary and they're easily being milked for singles, and with only 42 runs left, it's time for
And
him to think outside the box and maybe bring an extra fielder in to put some more pressure onto the batsman, ask them to take more risks.
and this is not advisable, or this is not quite a good scene for the umpires, because for the fast bowlers they're wearing a helmet, and for the spinners they're changing the helmet. That takes a lot of time. So this umpire already informed the batters not to do that actually. So I'm wondering if the next over ball by Wafiq, can they change the helmet again?
I think they would have to.
Yeah. So
Quick single there to backward point. Ahmed Face charges in but cannot prevent the single. Looks to slog it into the gap, gets it well into the gap, and it's gone all the way to the boundary. Umar continuing, moves on to 41 of 38, looking for his half century here.
and there was a beautiful ball. Look at the bowling from Viren, the ball, and without wasting any time, hit the ball in the huge gap between long on and mid wicket. A wonderful fielding, almost a boundary, stopped by Amir Azim,
Does well there in the end.
and you can easily see that the batter is quite aggressive now, going after Virendeep Singh. One run scored. Suddenly the record run rate goes down to 4.91. 36 from 7.1 overs. They're playing it easily. Again a very good shot, and it's a boundary. Beautiful shot by Umar, cruising to his half century now. 46, another boundary to get his 50. And what an expensive over. Virendip Singh, 10 runs given in this over. And this is not a good news for Malaysia.
Yeah, this is definitely not good news for Malaysia now. Just 31 needed from 7 overs. As we see slog swept away between Nip square leg and Nip mid wicket into the boundary. Malaysia in desperate need of wickets, not getting any at this moment. I think Bahrain have one eye on the run rate here.
And the pigeons too. That's cute little bird.
Just here to
Good.
spectate the game.
Good work from the cameraman. Between these fireworks on the ground, it took the shot. Very pleasant to see these birds.
Afiq Irfan, second over. First over went for 5. Here we go. It's all easy at this point for Bahrain. 13.1 overs, 81 for 1. Looking all set to finish this game well before the 20 overs. You see Umar Imtiaz, 46 of 40, has played an excellent knock so far. Slight appeal, but umpire says no contact between bat, ball, and pad. Wide given.
Compared to Bahrain team, Malaysia bowled more extras, but not that much. Moderate, but definitely more than Bahrain, because Bahrain just gave only one extra in this game. The two as a bye. Bafiq is a very good bowler actually. Let's see.
Punch down to long on for a single. They're looking for a 2 and they'll get it. Excellent running here. Not the best of fielding. They didn't expect them to go for the second run and it's caught them off guard. Moves on to 48 now, does Umar.
And there was an average fielding from Malaysian side. And there was a casual jog to the ball instead of sprinting. That costed 1 run extra. At this stage, it's costly. They need 27 runs from 40 balls.
Slower delivery back of a length and just push down to mid on for a single. Gets himself to 49. All set for his half century.
Chasing 110 and a batter scoring 50 shows his class. Umar is certainly a class player and a very calculative player. He can go for the shots and picking up the bowler and selecting the shots. Everything is good about his batting.
Glanced away. Square leg. All eyes would be on Umar Imtiaz now, 49 of 42. Looking for this precious run to get to his half century. What an innings it's been so far. It's 26 needed now from 6.3.
What a great batting by Umar, and it's a 50. The whole Bahrain team is happy and applauding. And here goes the bat up, thanking the Almighty for the runs he scored today. And what a wonderful batter. Beautiful batting by Umar. Calculative innings. One of the best innings of this tournament. In the previous game, yesterday's game, Virendip Singh scored 52 runs again on Tau. And now, here Umar scored 50 runs against a solid Malaysian team.
Halfway closes his run up here. Yeah, it's been an excellent knock here by Omar Imtiaz. You have to applaud the efforts. Kept for 20 overs and then had to come up and do the hard yards with the batting. He ran well between the wickets, hit the occasional boundary and six. It was quite important this knock. It could have been a tricky chase, but him being there till now has suggested that this should be a win for Bahrain now.
That's true, Aryan. The way Umar played shows his temperament actually. He played singles, he played boundaries, picked up the bowler, picked up the pace of the innings, slowed down, went up, perfect innings. And at the end of the day, he scored 50 runs in just 43 balls. I'm not a fan of changing your cap and helmet between for every over. So I'm not a fan of that. And I've seen Sachin Tendulkar uses his helmet even for the spinners. He comes as an opener, and even if the spinner comes, he never changes his helmet. So that's how he plays.
I think in the modern day, this is a common sight. Batsmen are very fussy about using their helmets. In my opinion, it's fine as long as the 12th man is ready with it the moment the final ball of the previous over is delivered, which in this case I believe it was. So all good.
A very good back foot shot for 1 run, played towards the cover area. Well set. Umar is seeing the ball like a football, and very sensibly played by Shohail, not taking any risk, taking 1 run. Again, the ball played to the same area for 1 run.
Brings back Omar on strike on 51. Bit thinking he'll be looking to finish this 22 runs in a hurry. And it's gone in the air, down to long on, and one of the best fielders that Malaysia have, Sharvin Munyandi, has put this down. And they end up coming for a brace. That is not what Malaysia needed. Should have been an easy catch by Sherwin standards, but he has put it down. Disappointment all over. Sums up the day that Malaysia has had.
Yes, indeed, Aryan, that was a catchable ball to his standards, and he himself disappointed.
And this time,
And what a huge shot that went miles away from the mid wicket above Sharvin's head, and this time he has no chance of catching it. The ball went outside the ropes and for a six. And look at the score, needing run rate is very little. They just need 14 runs. Look at it, and the shot's conviction is excellent, and he's very strong in that zone. Either the spinner comes in, fast bowler comes in, very strong.
Stem bowls it well outside off. It'll just be a single. Already got 11 runs of this over with one delivery left. It's 13 to win now from 5.1 overs. All about time. Sohail has played a good supporting hand here. 14 from 19. That doesn't need to do anything fancy.
Sensibly played by Shohail for 1 run, and at the end of 15 overs, 99 for 1 Bahrain, and they just need 12 runs in 5 overs. That is very much achievable, and it's 80-20, 80% for Bahrain, 20% for Malaysia from here. And let's look at the sixes and fours. Clean hittings. Sarfaraz this time. Umar this time. Again, Umar.
We see pace being introduced again, this time in the form of Syed Aziz, opening bowler.
One run scored to the mid on area, long on area, and a quick throw by Virendip Singh there. Syed Aziz is back for the attack. Is known for his tidy spells. In this game, it's another 11 runs needed, and Umar is in rock form. A very good change of pace by Syed Aziz. Length ball took the pace off. Umar was trying to hit the ball over mid wicket area. A short ball was trying to pull, ball didn't race up. Completely missed, missed by the batter Umar. Nicely played by the batter. 2 runs, trying for 2 runs, asking for out. Umpire is asking for a review here. Can this be an out? Because it was a very close call, and the ball exactly landed on the gloves, and the wicketkeeper collected the ball with no time, hit the stump, but the batter reached already, and it's going to be the batter's favor if I'm not mistaken. That's an easy decision for the umpire now. Going to be an easy decision. Batter comes here and reaches, and yes, he reached. So let's wait and watch what the umpire gives the decision. The decision is pending. Yeah, not out as expected, because quite easy, not that difficult for umpire to decide on this one. So 9 runs from 4.2 overs is as an easy achievable target. Bahrain is totally dominating this game. Coming and bowling at this juncture of this game, Saidas is doing a good job, giving just 3 runs and 2 balls to go. Umar on 62 of 50 balls is looking to complete the game as soon as possible so that the run rate remains higher in the table. Well played by Umar for 1 run towards long on area. 8 runs to win.
Just eight more to win from 25 deliveries. Umar, what a knock he's played. With excellent support from Sohail. Said as he is bowling his third over, 16 runs given, no wickets. Just a back of the hand delivery, just punch down to long on for a single. Just 7 needed now in 4 overs for Bahrain top the table. Azim has been given his final over. Ball in the 17th over now. Sohail Ahmed 17 of 22.
Aryan, you think Bahrain will complete the game in this over? What do you think?
Not sure if they will, but they'll be trying to. Cut away, cannot find the gap.
Umar is well set, and he's taking on the spinners to mid-wicket area. So if he's on strike, I think the game will be done in this over.
That's well said. Hasn't mistimed a lot today. It's a tough call in my opinion. Might have been just inside the line. The umpire signals wide. Just 6 more needed now. Sniffing it back to the bowler. Amir Azim also has been slightly unlucky today, not to have gotten more than a wicket. As we see another dot ball here to Keza Hayat. 3.3 overs, just 6 to win now.
One run.
Anything fancy here? Just get these runs done. Only a solitary wicket down.
And Umar will be looking to go for the boundary and finish the innings. That's my prediction. Let's wait and watch.
And it's gone all the way over deep mid wicket and over the boundary for a 6. Fitting way to end this Bahrain innings and for Bahrain to win this game over Malaysia by 9 wickets with 3.1 overs to spare. And what a man to do it. Umar Imtiaz 69 of 52 not out, hits the winning runs.
Did the prediction go rightly, Aryan?
Definitely did. Good prediction. Bye.
Yeah, that's quite predictable, Aryan, because the way he batted today and he was taking on the spinners. So that's what he did. We expected that, and he did it. And full marks to Umar because the target was 110 and he scored bulk of the runs in chasing, almost 70 runs. Bahrain won by 9 wickets. What a massive win for them. And also it helps them to go up the table, right? Points table. They go first on the top points table with a very solid run rate because Malaysia's run rate was pretty good. Now they can go one step ahead. And I'm very sure Malaysia will be coming back very strongly because they are a very good team, no doubt about it. These things happens. One bad day is not like a bad team. That's okay. It's cricket.
It's been a good game for Bahrain, and Malaysia have some thinking to do, but they wouldn't be too disappointed with this. They know they still have 2 games left. If they win the remaining 2 games, they'll all but be set for the finals. Bahrain would be happy. They're 1 step away from reaching the finals now. See handshakes between the players, all in good spirit.
Let's have a quick look at the batting card from Bahrain. It's quite easy to say because a bulk of the runs were scored by Umar Imtiaz. A beautiful innings, 69 runs not out of 52 balls, along with Sarfraz Ali, who scored 20 of 23 balls. Then Sohail Ahmed, who scored 18 of 26 balls, gave a good cameo at the end with Umar Imtiaz, but the full marks goes to Imtiaz here for scoring the bulk of the runs. And Bahrain won by 9 wickets, whereas Malaysia tried the best to restrict them, but it was a one-man show by Bahrain. And the total extras given by Malaysia is 5. That's still okay. That's still okay because compared to Bahrain, it's higher. Let's have a quick look at the bowling card of Malaysia.
So the bowling was opened by Said Aziz and Pawandeep. Said Aziz 3 overs, 17 runs, no wickets. Pawandeep unlucky, bowled really well, 4 overs for 17. Keza Hayat slightly on the expensive side, not something we normally see. Amir Azim 3.5 overs, 33 runs, also expensive, but was slightly unlucky to not have got more than the wicket that he did. Virandip Singh 2 overs for 16, and Wafik Irfan the last dice 2 overs for 12 runs and only 1 wicket in the innings, and Bahrain ended up victorious in this game.
And now we are moving on to the presentation area. A very good afternoon. We are from BAYUEMAS Oval live at the presentation ceremony here. The match for Malaysia Open T20 Championship 2024. The match between Bahrain and Malaysia, whereas Malaysia scored 110 runs and Bahrain chased it down convincingly. Let's call the losing captain Ahmed Faiz in the middle and have some words with him. Very good afternoon, Ahmed Faiz, and today is fifth game, and you played really well today. And what went wrong inside?
I think the wicket is a bit low. I think we couldn't get boundaries in between very less runs. So I think 110 to defend into this wicket is getting better. I think it is pretty hard to defend.
I understand that part. And what would be your next strategy if the same thing happens again? What's your better strategy to counter it?
Yeah, of course, we will try to be more play risky shot, calculative risky shot. I think how Bahrain did today, they play square, they play straight, try to hit six, try to get as many boundary as they can, and they prove today. So I think it's good to see how they play today. I think we just take the positive part and we try to move on and try to get better for the next game.
I know you're a very positive person. I know you will come back very strong. Wish you very good luck.
Thank you.
And let's have a few words with the winning captain Haider Ali from Bahrain. Please come out, sir. Hi Haider, Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Today is all bowlers credit. Is Ali Daud, Rizwan, Satya, Sarfraz, very contained bowler, Majid almost contained bowling. His plan, this target to plan is achieved.
Very beautiful batting by Umar. Have some words. How is he batting like that? Hitting sixes, mid wicket area. What's his strength?
Umar Imtiaz is a very stocked player, but already he's one good partnership. Sarfraz also, but his plan is credit to plan.
Very wonderful to see you batting and bowling. And one good thing is you didn't bowl any wide. And congratulations for the win.
Yeah, thank you.
And we have a man of the match presentation here, presented by Mr. Ramesh Menon, match referee. And we have three contestants for that. One is Umar Imtiaz for 69 runs not out, and another one is Mohammad Rizwan for 2 wickets, and Ahmed Zubaidi 36 runs. And out of three, it's an easy choice for the match referee to select Umar Imtiaz as the man of the match. Please, Umar, please come over here. Congratulations, Umar, and that was a beautiful innings. And what was in your mind to play the shots?
First of all, thank you so much, and I would like to thank my Allah. The thing is, the wicket is not easy, and the conditions are very hard and hot here. So definitely, we just the target is not too big, so we just plan to stay on the wicket. So when my partner gets out, Sarfaraz Ali, so I just try to stay on the wicket, so it helps. So definitely this plan works for us.
Thank you so much, Umar. And I'd like to match referee Mr. Ramesh Menon to present the award to the man of the match, Umar. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Umar. And here we go. We have another matches coming up, and thank you for the presentation. Here we are moving on to Vantau versus Kuwait Mitch. Next one. Thank you so much.